I think it started now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for reminding me. So you should remind me, okay, if it happens. It happens, I think, first time. Okay, this is clear. Now tell me the values what you are getting. This is if you take beam HD first, then apply equation of statics. From there, tell me the value of VC and VD. Step 2.
Sir, VD is coming 11.42 and VC 8.58.
Yes,
And sir, VA is coming 22.71 and VB is coming 11.85.
yes, good, very good. Apply Fx, Fy. So when you apply Fx, Fy in the beam HD, you will find HD is equal to 0 because there is no horizontal force. And when you solve VC, VC will be this value is coming at 8.571 and VD is coming as 11.429 kilonewton. Fine. Then step number 3, take beam. Second beam we have to take, that is AB. Then apply equation of statics, summation Fx, summation Fy and moment. So what will you will be getting? HA, HA means how much? How much you are getting HA? You are getting 22.70 and VB you are getting 11.852. Can you see one difference here? What is being there shown? See, in the double beam case, we have this support here. This is the roller support. Fine. So if I make it here in combined, if I ask to make, then you can see this is HD and this is AB beam. So this is the roller here. So when I make the ABD in combined, so this will be like that. I am showing it once again here for your convenience. So this will be like that, VC. Okay, one force will be upward and other force will be downward. This is the ABD of the in case of combined beam. So if I make the ABD here, so this will be like that, VC and VC. Okay, so consider direction of VC upward for the beam HD when taken it separately, and for the beam AB it's downward, because in case of roller support we have only two reactions, sorry, only one reaction, that is 90 degree to surface. But here you can see both the beams are connected by the help of rollers, so reaction will be like that in combined VC and VC. So when we separate it, we have two different directions, VC upward and BC downward. So all of you get the answer?
HA 15 नहीं
Yes,
है?
sir.
सर HA15 है सर.
Yes,
HA
and
15 है.
HA
HA 15 है sir.
I have not mentioned HA. Why you are saying like that? I have not written here.
Sir,
Okay.
I thought you mentioned HA.
No, no, no.
Sorry, sir.
See, I have not
Yes,
mentioned HA
sir.
anywhere.
Getting the same answer.
Yeah, okay. HD, BC, VD. This I have written here, and this is last is HA. HA, VA, and VB. Okay, now I hope all of you can able to solve the problems of beam now. Double beam we have also discussed, and we have discussed the problems of inclined beam and simple beams we have discussed. Okay. Now we will start with SF and BM. Shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. Shear means we are cutting something. Shear force diagram. SFD means shear force diagram. And BMD means bending moment diagram. So we have to do this only for simply supported beam. We will not take any other case. Just only introduction for you. What is SFD, what is BMD, how we have to make it for the different beams. But as you are from CSE department, we have just only done the introduction part. Remaining part will be in detail, will be studied by the mechanical engineering students. So I will just take you to definitions. First, write down the definition of SFD. First, write shear force, then I will define shear force diagram. Okay. First, write down what is shear force. Then shear force diagram I will tell you. Write down shear force. The shear force at any cross section. The shear force at any cross section of a horizontal beam. Shear force at any cross section of a horizontal beam is the algebraic sum of the vertical projection of all the forces to the left of the given cross section. Okay, so this is the definition of shear force. I am repeating it once again. Shear force at any cross section of a horizontal beam is the algebraic sum of the vertical projection of all the forces bracket including reactions, this at left bracket including reactions bracket close to the left of the given cross section. Okay, this is the definition of shear force. Now write down shear force diagram. Second is shear force diagram. The graphical representation of a shear force. Pardon? What you are saying?
What you said, to the left of the
cross section. Left of the given cross section. Okay. Now write down second definition. Shear force diagram. The graphical representation of a shear force. The graphical representation of a shear force in which y-axis represents the shear force. And x-axis represents the position of the section. And the x-axis represents the position of the section is called as shear force diagram. Fine. Should I repeat the definition of shear force diagram once again? Should I repeat or it is clear to you? A definition of shear force diagram.
Sir, repeat once.
Okay, I am repeating once
Please
again.
repeat.
The graphical representation of shear force, the graph of shear force in which y-axis represents the shear force, in which y-axis represents the shear force and x-axis represents the position of the section, and x-axis represents the position of the section, is called as shear force diagram. Now comes to bending moment. Third is bending moment. We have discussed two definitions, shear force. Then we have discussed bending moment, shear force diagram. Now write down bending moment. The bending moment at any cross section of a horizontal beam the bending moment at any cross section of a horizontal beam is the sum of moment about the given cross section of all the forces bracket including the support reactions bracket close bracket close to the left of the cross section. So this is the definition of bending moment. Now write down last definition.
Sir, please repeat.
Okay. Last definition is bending moment diagram. Before that, I am repeating bending moment once again. The bending moment at any cross section of a horizontal beam is the sum of moment about given cross section of all the forces bracket including the support reactions bracket close to the left of the cross section. Okay, this is bending moment. Now comes to last is bending moment diagram. Bending moment diagram. The graph in which y-axis represents the bending moment and x-axis represents the position of the section then it is called as bending moment diagram. Write down one more important definition that might come in examination of 1 marks. Point of.
Sir, repeat bending moment diagram.
Wait. I am repeating it. Contraflexure. Or point of inflection. This is one important definition, so I am going to discuss. Before that, I am repeating bending moment diagram. The graph in which y-axis represents the bending moment and x-axis represents the position of the section is called as bending moment diagram. Write down the last definition, point of contraflexure or the point of inflection. You should know. point of contraflexion or the point of inflection. The points other than the ends in a beam, the points other than the ends in a beam, I am repeating it once again, the points other than the ends in a beam at which the bending moment is zero, are called points of contraflexure or point of inflection, are called as point of contraflexure or point of inflection. Okay. So what does it mean, point of contraflexure? Let us say assume that this is a simply supported beam here. Okay, and these two are the endpoints AB. These two are the endpoints, and between these points, let us say here this two UDL point load are here. Say this point is C, this point is D. So when we are making the bending moment of the whole beam, if bending moment at the point C and the point D are zero, except the point A and B, then that point is called as point of contraflexure. If the bending moment is zero at point A or it is zero at point B, then it is not called as point of contraflexure. If the bending moment is zero at the point C or at the point D, yani ki it means except other points, other endpoints, A and B are the other endpoints. So other these 2 points, if C point, D point or any other point is there, if the bending moment is zero at any of these points except A and B, then those points is called as point of contraflexion or point of inflection. Fine. So these two statements are clear. What is point of contraflexion? And now we have to draw the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So as the statement says that graphs represent the shear force in the y-axis and x-axis represents the position of the section. So what actually we have to do? I just tell you, explain you the definition. Numerical I will do it in the next class. So let us say this is like a beam here, simply supported beam we have, point A, point B. This is simply supported beam here. Okay, we have some forces here. Let us say this point is C, this point is D. Let us say this value is 5 kilonewton, this value is 10 kilonewton. So what you have to do in this? First of all, you have to make this shear force diagram. So while making this shear force of diagram, what you have to see, we will take a section here, or if you don't want to take a section, there is no issues in that. We have to see that at every point, at point A, point C, point D, and point B, you are seeing that there is a change in the force. Fine. There is a change in the value of the force at the point A, C, D, and B. And for the remaining section of the beam, this section you can see AC, for this section CD, and for this section DB. There is no force here, so there will not be any change in the force. Fine. So this is the shear force here. So what we have to do first, what step you have to follow? First, you have to calculate the reactions the way that we are doing it. Okay, calculate the reaction first of support. First, you will calculate the reactions. Okay, you will be given with a certain distance here. You will calculate the reactions. Then, let us say after calculating after these reactions here, if it is 2 centimeter and the load here is 5 and 10. So let us say this is here is 15 kilonewton and here it is 20 kilonewton. Okay, I am not taking an example, just explaining you the definition here. So what we have to do, we will make a point here AB. Fine. So what we will see here, first we will see here this is 15 kilonewton. So we will make a mark a point here and this will be 15 kilonewton. Okay, this distance is 15 kilonewton. This is the shear force diagram I am making. Then up from point A to C there is nothing here, so I will just make it straight line. Nothing is there up to A to C point. But now coming to C point, there is a drop here because the load is here 5 kilonewton and here it was 15 kilonewton. So at the point C, what load will be? Can anybody tell? This will be 15 is upward, minus 5. Minus 5 is getting down. That will be now will be 10 kilonewton. So if I draw it here, so this will be 10 kilonewton now. This portion will be 10 kilonewton. Again, after this point, there is nothing. The section of the beam is showing no load. So this will be this. I will draw it again like that. At this point D, you can see here. At the point D, again the force is here. So at point D, I will see here. This was 10. Let us say this value is not 10. Let us say this value 18. Okay. So this will be 10 minus 18. That will be how much? Minus of 8. That means we have to make it down by minus 8. Minus 8 it will be down. And again, nothing is here. Fine. So now what is the value at 20? So plus 20 if it is, let us say it is plus 20. So we have to increase it to that will be 12 here. So it will increase here. We will let it be increased up to this point. So arbitrarily what will happen at this point, this line matches at the point B. So I am just taking an example here, now taking the exact values. So shear force diagram is make like that. This portion will be positive, this portion will be positive, and this portion will be negative. So this is how you have to make the shear force diagram of any simply supported beam. I have not taken the exact values. I have just explained you how you have to make the shear force diagram. So you can see on the y-axis, you can see this is the positive y-axis and this is the negative y-axis. So all on plus y and minus y, what you are getting? You are getting this shear force. So that's why I have written in the definition, graphical representation of shear force, in which y-axis represent the shear force and x-axis represent the position of the section. So this is the position of the section here. X-axis shows the position of the section, and these points are here A, C, D, C, A, and this is B. So this is how you have to make the shear force diagram for the simply supported beam. Now coming to bending moment diagram. For bending moment diagram, what you have to do?
Sir, please explain SFD. Repeat this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will take only SFD, BMD I will take next class. Okay, SFD, see once again. First, you have to take the step 1, calculate the reactions of the support. All of you can do it very easily. I think there is no issue in that. For calculating the support, you can take it. You can calculate it by summation fx, summation fy. After calculating the value, now see, we have to make the shear force at the different points of the beam. At the point A, the 15 kilonewton is upward. Fine. So we will draw a line which is upward 15 kilonewton. Now see, from the point A to point C, up to this point at the beam, there is no force or no load. So this 15 kilonewton will remain the same. This will be constant. So we will draw a constant straight line here. Now at the point C, what you are getting here? You are getting it down of 5 kilonewton. So I have written here at the point C, 15 it was earlier up to point C. So it will be 15 minus 5, that will be 10 kilonewton. So I have reduced it 15 to 10. So I have just marked it here 10. After this, you can see C to D point, there is no force here. So this will be again constant straight line. This will be again constant straight line up to point D. At the point D, you can see another force is there, 18 kilonewton acting downward. So earlier it was 10, here it was 10. So now minus 18 forces here. So minus 8 is the value. So minus 8 means it is going below the XY line. So this is the XY line here for us, and it is going below the XY line. So it will be minus. So minus 8 will be, this is the minus 8 value. Okay. And after from this point, you can see from D to B, there is no force. So we will again draw a constant line. At the point B, you can see this roller support is like that. Okay. This is the direction of roller support. This is upward. So means whatever the force is coming here, so we have to add it. So let us say here it is plus 8 or minus 8. Let us say it is plus 8, so it will be 0. That means we have to shift it up to this point. At point B, it will be finished. So this is how SFD is being made for any particular beam. So I have just explained how the SFD is being made, and for the BMD and the others, we will discuss in the next class, that is on Wednesday. Make a note of this figure in your register. So have you made
आपने
make a note of
लास्ट में
this?
क्या कहा कि इन सबको ऐड करना है?
Yes, we are not adding, we are adding it along the point wise. A to C, we are going from C, we have to C 5 kN downward. So 15 minus 5 we have to see. And after C22, there is no force, the constant line will be there. At the point D, again we have 18 kN downward. So here we will minus it, 10 minus 18, that will be minus 8. So means now the diagram goes to minus 8 point in the downward direction. And from D to B, there is no force. So we will draw a constant line from here up to the point B. At the point B, let us say the value here is 8 kilonewton, okay? 8 kilonewton upward. 8 kilonewton upward, that means here it was minus 8 plus 8 kilonewton we will add at the point B. So this will be how much? Minus 8 plus 8, that will be 0 kilonewton. That means we have to raise this up to this point. At the point B, we have to finish, and there will not be any force beyond this point B. So this will be the complete SFD for this simply supported beam. So I will take some more examples in the coming lecture on Wednesday to make it more clear to you. So have you made this diagram or this notes on your register?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
just
sir.
revise it, and we will carry you forward this on the Wednesday lecture.
SFD का यूज कहाँ पे होता है?
SFD BMD has been used in beams. When beams and pillars where the houses and the big buildings are prepared, where it has been used. There we will use it. How we have to see at the different points what the load is acting. There we have to use it for preparation of buildings, big buildings.
Distribution of load देखने के लिए.
Yes, distribution, to see the distribution of load at every point, whether the column should stay there or it can bend. So we have to check that. Now coming to the attendance part. Jashandeep,
Present, sir.
then Rama,
Present,
Divya,
sir.
Divyam,
Present, sir.
Mohit,
Present, sir.
Shekhar,
Present, sir.
Sahil,
Present, sir.
Vanshika,
Present, sir.
then Shivansh,
Present, sir.
then Hiren Sani,
Present, sir.
Sameer,
Present, sir.
Sudiksha,
Present, sir.
Yash Kapoor,
Sir Yash Kapoor present.
then Vanshveer Singh.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, you missed my name.
Okay, sorry. Vidhi, yes.
Yes, sir.
Then Vanshveer Sankirat,
Present, sir.
Neha,
Present, sir.
Parth Batra,
Present, sir.
then Aditya Rajput,
Present, sir.
Satvik,
Present, sir.
then Aditya Kumar,
Present, sir.
Rajwal,
Present, sir.
then Shantanu,
Present, sir.
then Naman Kataria,
Present, sir.
Yuvraj,
Present, sir.
Kushagra Jain, then Nikita, Prakriti Mehra, then Hemang,
Present, sir.
Arunit,
Present, sir.
Aryan Anand,
Present, sir.
Rakshit Malik,
Present, sir.
Aryan,
Present, sir.
Nibir,
Present, sir.
then Parth Bansal.
Present, sir.
Okay, then Bhavesh Singh.
Present, sir.
Okay, so now all of you can leave.
Sir, Amit Kapoor also, sir, attendance.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir.